Morning, ladies. Today I wanted to talk about our Younique Mineral Touch liquid foundation, and I wear the color Organza. And I wanted to talk about our Skin Perfecting Mineral Touch concealer, and I wear the shade Scarlet in my concealer. I'll explain that in a minute. So I have nothing on my face except for our Glorious Face Primer, which you need every time you do your makeup. It's going to make it last longer. It's going to fill in those little fine lines, wrinkles, and pores, and create a barrier. That way your makeup isn't sinking into those things. It's sitting on top of them, which is going to make it look so much better. And it's going to last, I said, all day long. It's going to last really, really well. So let's start. I'm going to start with, I already have my primer on, like I said. We're going to start with our Liquid Touch Foundation. It is mineral based, so you're going to want to go ahead and squeeze the excess out. That way you don't have anything settling in there. You're going to shake it really well. Okay. All right. We're going to do this. And since mine is a little thinner, I have been doing it a little differently. I'm going to show you. I have been actually dropping it on my hand and dotting it on and then blending it out, which is fine. I mean, people put this on all different types of ways. Whichever way you prefer is perfectly fine. I'm going to do one side just to show you the difference. Just dot it everywhere. Okay. And then I'm going to use our liquid foundation brush to blend it out. So here we go. Trying to stay on one side of my face. I have a little bit of redness. I've not been broke out this week bad. I think it's because I've got some sun here lately. So that's good. Normally I'll have some breakouts. Like here, there's one like along my chin and stuff. And sometimes up in my hairline. One thing I really love about this foundation is it feels like there's nothing on your face. It goes on as a liquid, dries to a powdery matte finish, and literally like your face can breathe through it. It is not thick at all. It's not cakey at all. It literally feels like nothing. And like even to touch, it feels the exact same way. Maybe just a little bit smoother. But already you can see the difference that makes. You can definitely see my freckles more over here. It just makes it look smoother and nicer. Okay, we're gonna do the concealer now. I have a dampened I have a dampened beauty blender that I'm gonna use. That's how I do mine personally. So I'm going to squirt a little bit on my finger. Literally, you do not need much at all. This stuff goes a long way. I think that's like the running theme with these products, is they go a long way. I'm just going to kind of dab it out. I usually tend to highlight with my concealer. Sometimes I'll use my not sculpting trail, but a lot of the times I just use my concealer. If you have dark circles under your eyes, this is going to be your new best friend. It's probably the best concealer I've ever used. And okay, the reason I said I was going to explain why I have Scarlet in my concealer is because I tend to go a shade lighter. A lot of people do that, especially if you're going to use it to highlight or if you have dark circles. you are going to want to go a shade to 2 lighter just to cover that up and brighten under your eyes, or to highlight like I use it for, because I don't really have circles, as you can see. But doesn't that look better? This side compared to this side. And like I talked yesterday, I definitely need some powder, some blusher, bronzer, but you get the gist of it. That's how I do it. And I'll go ahead and do the other side of my face just so you can see it all together. Always remember to put it along your jawline and blend down to your neck. You do not want to be wearing a mask. I tend to close my eyes and squint. You'll probably notice that in videos that I do. I do that bad. I've got some great friends that have gotten ready with me in the past that used to tease me about it, because I do. I don't know why I do it. Okay. Foundation on. And add just a teeny bit more concealer to this side. Also, I didn't explain before, I already did that there. Put a little bit more on this. To highlight, or even if you're just doing concealer under your eyes, please don't just do it straight under your eye. It's gonna look, well, if it's the same color, it's not gonna look bad, but if it is a shade lighter, you're gonna look crazy. You're gonna look like you've had sunglasses on, and you're gonna have a big light place right here, and the opposite side's gonna be a lot darker, and it's gonna look silly. You always want to blend out your concealer. You don't want it to look like a harsh line on your face. So I always bring it up kind of towards my eye in a triangle, go down and then back up and blend it out. Alright, so there you go. Big difference. I love this makeup. So there we go. There's my base face. It's ready for powder and bronzer and blusher. Have a nice day, girls.